Anse, papastim tsikasun. Hello, my name's Whitehorse, colonized name Jason Big Charles. And today I'm going to be passing on some teachings about how in traditional teachings we view the plants and the trees around us, or the hatikwa and igwa mitusak, or the plants and the trees. So with hatikwa, the plants, and mitusak, the trees, we are taught as Nihiawak, as Cree peoples, that all of the trees and plants around us, they are living, not just how science looks at things like living things. We are taught from an early age that they are actually living beings with a spirit, and that they feel, and that we need to treat them as such, as though they are living beings, and treat them with respect, and to treat them how we would treat the people around us. So from an early age, we're given these teachings to look at. So when we're harvesting or gathering from something like mitosak, or the trees, or a particular mitos, or a particular tree, we need to treat that tree as though we were getting something from a person. So if I'm collecting, say, the birch bark from a birch tree, waskwai, then I would make sure that I thank that tree, and I talk to that tree and treat it as though it were a person. Because with the teachings we're given, they are living things with a spirit, and we treat them as such, and we talk to them, and we thank them for the gift that they're giving us. And just like any exchange we have as people, by showing appreciation and sharing with each other, we give each other gifts. We do that as well with the plants and the trees around us when we're taking anything from the land. Especially with the plants and the trees, if we're using them for medicine or for some useful, like waskwai, when we take the birch bark and we use it to make a moose call, we're getting something from that tree. It's giving us a gift that we could use to help sustain us, because we take that waskwai and we make stuff like a moose call, so that we can go out and call moose with that tahatchagan, or that moose call, so that we can feed ourselves. So that gift we need to appreciate when we're taking from the waskwai, from the birch tree. We need to talk to it and thank it for its gift, thank it for helping us, and give something back to it. There's other teachings that I've given on protocols and plant picking protocols, where we show how we give those offerings back to the trees or the plants when we're taking from them. So even with hatikwa, the plants, all of the plants around us, we do the same. If I'm picking a plant for a medicine, or if I'm picking a plant, say, taking the berries from a plant, I treat that plant as though it were a living being with a spirit, a being that feels, and a being that needs to be appreciated. So we give something back. For myself, I was taught to give stimao, or the tobacco, so I offer the tobacco whenever I'm taking anything from nature, like the waskwai, or the birch bark and the berries, or the medicines, the maskiki, anything I'm taking. I make sure I give thanks to the plant, and then I give back to it. So keeping that whole feeling of that exchange and that appreciation for helping one another with the plants, because they're helping us, the trees are helping us when we're taking anything from them, and we need to show that respect by appreciating that and giving something back, and not just going out and taking things from nature and always taking and taking and taking and never thinking about respecting the nature and the plants and the trees and everything around us. By building that understanding that these are living organisms, and even deeper than that within Nihiawiwin or within Cree teachings and Cree life, we have that belief that we treat them like people, and when we treat them as people, then we respect them and we learn not to over harvest or take more than we need. We take only what we need, and we always give back and show our appreciation and respect by giving back. So that's the main teachings about the plants and the trees. We treat them as living beings. They are not non-living beings. The only case where something like that, where we would look at something as non-living, is if it's gone through its life cycle and it's no longer living, like a log or a stick that's fallen from the tree. We treat those as non-living because they're no longer growing out of the ground, and they're no longer giving the things that we need to give us life. So we no longer treat it as a living thing, and we no longer have to look at it as something that's got that living spirit in it. So like when I go and gather firewood, all of that wood that I go gather, we have that understanding that tree is no longer alive. Its spirit has gone. So it's just the wood that I'd use for my fire. And that's the only time when I wouldn't consider it a living organism or a living thing. And the plants are the same. If the plant has fallen from the ground and it's no longer growing, or it's no longer has green leaves, and it's no longer producing berries or medicines or anything, then it's gone through its cycle and its spirit has left. So it's just very much like us when we're no longer alive and our spirit has left. So we treat the plants and the trees in the same manner. But the biggest thing is, with that understanding comes that respect for all things around us, especially the plants and trees, because they do sustain us, they do give us life, and we need to remember to appreciate that, and appreciate that plant and treat it as though it's a person and it has a living spirit within it that we need to respect. In this way, we take care of nature and give back the very same way that nature is taking care of us, by giving us the air we breathe, the food we need to sustain us, or the food that the animals need to sustain themselves that we hunt. So we're all connected in that way, and we need to respect all of those living things and treat them as living things with a living spirit. So I hope you've learned something about the appreciation for something as simple as the little grass that's growing outside, or the biggest tree that's growing outside, and to treat it with respect and take care of all of these living spirits or living plants and animals around us. So I hope you've learned something today about traditional ways within Nihiawiwin or within Cree life about how to treat plants and trees around us. Pagsimaga, kinanas kong tinawa kakyaw.